Hello fellow traders, welcome to this new webinar on Teach the Teacher we will be using Forex Tester. I'm doing a quick sound check and screen check. Can you see me moving my mouse around the screen? Can you hear my voice? Okay, perfect. Welcome everybody. Kanjan and Petra, Mohammed, Igor, Thomas, Vejo, a few more. So, you all know, I think, how this works. This is going to be a slightly different Teach the Teacher webinar because we will try to do it first time with Forex Tester, and you will be the one saying what to do and all that. So each of the 4 volunteers, hopefully we will have 4, will have roughly 25-30 minutes to go through the analysis, and then you will be telling me what to do on Forex Testers, if to fast forward, move forward, and take a trade, don't take a trade, and then I will move it. It's going to be very difficult to do it the opposite way. I mean, you running Forex Tester on your side and doing it yourself, because we will need to set up Forex Tester, each of us, on the same pair or areas and all that, so it's going to be complex like that. So we're going to do it that way. So Forex Tester on my side, and then you tell me what to do. Okay? Good morning, Gopi. So first one, who wants to be the first one? Okay, because we have some volunteers. We have Igor wanted to be there, and then I think Jan wanted to be volunteer as well, and maybe others. Okay, so Jan and Igor want to be volunteers. So first one, Igor. Okay, Jan, and then you, and then we'll see who else wants to do. Okay, so let me do this. Let me load. This is Forex Tester. Let me close MetaTrader so that I have more resources on my computer just in case. So everything closed. Okay, recorder, Forex Tester. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna choose a pair, but one thing, I mean, you know how this works. In order to add a new pair, you have to go to the history mode, import data, and then you have to go to testing mode, open charts, load templates, etc, etc. So I just have loaded by default Aussie, and then you tell me where to start, and then we will load the data from that date. We can also start from the very beginning of time. I think it's 2000, 2001 normally on Forex Tester, and then we start from scratch as if it was the beginning, the Big Bang. Okay, the start of history for Aussie dollars. So first of all, let me give control to Igor, who will be the first one doing this. Okay, let me locate him on the list. Igor. Okay, so let me give him control. There it is. You have to accept it, Igor. Hello, Igor.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Igor. Nice to talk to you.
Good morning to all.
Good morning, everybody, again. So you have to accept the request that you will have received on your side, so we can see your screen.
Yes.
Oh, 1 sec. No, 1 sec. What's that? I'm sorry. This is no, it's the opposite, because I have to show mine. I'm used to the other way, so sorry. Don't worry. I will make myself presenter. It's crazy. Sorry, I was in the other webinar mode. My mind. Okay. So we decide what we want to do. You want to start from the very beginning on Aussie dollar? You want to start at a specific month or date, or we just start at the beginning? We can start at the beginning of time. I mean, from the very beginning, and
yeah,
see.
Okay, we can start at the beginning.
Okay.
It will be a little bit harder, but okay.
Yeah, but imagine it is like the all-time high, all-time low, and it's new.
Yes.
And well, we have to play what happens. Okay. So let's see here, start, and then go back to the very first candle. Okay. Good morning, Hugh.
Yeah.
Welcome. So save changes. Let's say yes. Okay. So now we have no data here. Okay. So let me load a few candles, and on the daily, for the sake of simplicity, okay, so everybody knows, we're going to use monthly, weekly, and daily time frames, because if we add the 4 hour, then it's going to take us a lot of time to go through all this. Okay, so we're going to have the daily as entry time frame, and if we want, we can also have weekly entry time frames. Okay, so you just have to tell me if you want to trade short, long on daily and weekly, and if I have to move one candle forward and I have to pause, you do direct me. Imagine that I'm at your computer and I recognize your sexy voice and I go back and forth. Okay, so that will come soon with Google. So, okay. So here, let me load up like 4 or 5 candles. Okay. So
yeah, of course.
1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, and let's see what we have here. 1 sec. If we have higher highs and lower lows and all that, and then okay, so we have something here. Let me do it like that. Okay, so you tell me what to do.
Yeah, the first draw the supply zone on the daily.
Okay.
There is one supply zone because it made lower low.
Okay. So now this is the beginning of time. So let me draw the zone.
Yeah.
Okay, like that, for example.
Nothing else we could do now. I think just
yeah.
We couldn't draw the trend line yet.
Yeah, true. So
yeah, move forward. Yeah.
Move forward 1 candle.
Yeah.
Do I move forward? Do I take a trade?
Yes. Okay, in this case, we can. We don't know.
I'm just asking. So imagine this is the beginning of time. I mean, this is like Facebook, Twitter, Alibaba, one of these big companies.
In this case, I would wait. In that case, I would wait for sure.
1 second. Petra is asking something here. Wouldn't it be better to have preloaded some historical data first so he may see levels? Well, Thomas, he says that he can hear me, but you can hear me, and everybody else can hear me. Hugh and everybody, Jan and yes, everybody can hear me. So Thomas should be something on your side. Okay, so Petra, yes, it's different. So that's why I asked him if he wants to start from scratch and all that. So it's the same thing. Imagine that a new company has, or a new I don't know, bitcoins or whatever new currency is added to your broker. A new country has originated out of the blue in the east of Europe, which is normally happens, and then we have a new currency. I don't know. So we just draw what we see and take what we see. So this is what happens normally on all-time highs, all-time lows. So imagine this is just a new beginning on that instrument, and we're just trading. In the next test, maybe Jan will choose to trade, I don't know, 2005, 2008, I don't know, or we continue what we are doing. So each of us will decide what we want to do. Okay. Gopi, Thomas, Gopi's telling me to use. He can hear me, Gopi, so I can tell him. So maybe he can read the questions and answers. Okay. So now, what would you do here?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's better. Let's push. Let's say 1 month bars for 1 month, that we will see more.
Okay. So let's see. Well, I will.
Yeah.
Next bar. And another bar. What do I do now?
Now, no, we couldn't draw the trend line yet because this is CP.
Perfect.
It seems, or yeah. So we should move forward.
Okay, one
more. It made a lower low, so that's a sign that this supply is valid. But, well, we don't know history. Let's move forward.
Okay. We'll move forward. Now
move forward. Yes.
Another one. What do I do? Move forward.
Yeah, move forward. Yes. Yes.
Forward, and now it's sort of consolidating there.
Consolidation, yes.
And now what do we do?
Now I think we could draw the trend line.
Where?
From the peak to the this. You see my mouse? No.
No, you can't. I mean, you can't.
Okay.
So just try
yes,
to describe me in
from
words.
the upper supply
Yeah.
to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Here.
candle back. Yeah, here, yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's a rally base and then drops. So that would
drop,
be the correct one.
and drop
Yes.
below previous low.
That will be the zone.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
and then we created a new CP just after this peak.
This one.
We created
over here.
a new supply. Yeah.
Okay. So now what do we do?
Now we move forward, let's say 1 day, and then we will see
No.
if it made 2 to 1. I don't know if it is 2 to 1, but
40. Yes, 2 to 1.
so we can try to take a trade.
Okay. So let's try to make a trade there. Sell limit. Let's
It's
place it.
difficult because we don't have nothing from left.
Something like that. Everybody sees what he's doing or what he's asking me to do. Anybody disagree with this? This is all the history that we have. Okay. So that would be a possible level to short. Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
So now I will move forward.
Yeah, move forward. Yes.
Another candle down there.
Uh-huh.
Another one.
Move forward.
Another one.
Oh.
Let's
Uh-huh.
see. Now
Uh-huh.
we've got a trigger
Yeah,
there.
right? Yes.
If we look at the
Yeah,
monthly
on
we
the
have
weekly.
on the weekly, it looks like sort of CP there as well,
Yes.
and this is all-time low right now.
But,
Right
yeah,
now, it's all-time low. So it could be a fake out and all that, but we don't know that yet. So this is
Yeah,
a valid
yeah.
trade. So we'll see what happens here. Let me move forward.
Move. Yeah.
So now it looks like dropping a little bit. One more. It looks like reacting.
Yes.
So it looks like working right now. So what should I do now?
Correct the trend line with this last peak just after that we were triggered.
Like that, and should we move also the origin of the trend line, or we should leave it like that?
Yes. Of course, we should move the to the there in the middle. You see this?
That one, like that.
Yes. Well, now we have super. What should we do now? Because we don't have nothing on the left. We made lower low. Maybe we should move stop to break even or close half of position.
He is saying who is saying take your profits and run.
Yeah, it could be because it's that situation. If we had something below on the left to lean on, some demand, then we could decide easier. But in this case, yes, we could close half position.
You want to close half the position?
Let's say.
Well, I will do what you do. I mean, it's just your trading.
Okay,
I'm just
yes,
trying to
yes.
guide you. Okay?
Because in that case, then we have like break even, something just a little bit more.
Okay. Close. Let me close then 0.5.
Yeah.
Okay. And what should
Maybe
I do?
we will drop. We don't know.
What should we do now? Should we move stop loss to break even? You want to touch it or not? You just is there anything else?
Let's look now. Let's look for this decision. Let's look on the weekly, because on the weekly it seems it's forming a new CP, It's not 2 to 1 yet, but it's forming. But the problem is on the weekly. I don't see clear. Well, the last base is good. But then we have supply above the supply. You see this doji, and then drop, and then we make base, and then drop again. So let's draw the zones.
See what we have here. I mean, we have
yes,
sort of
also
base,
supply.
bearish engulf, CP,
CP, yeah.
bearish engulf. Not yet,
Yeah.
not yet finished because we don't know how many days are left to close the
Yeah,
weekly. But it looks like it's gonna be like
Uh,
two bearish engulfs.
Where we are on Thursday. It could be. Let's
So
move
we have
one day.
something like that, I think,
Yeah. Yes.
and we have a potential area that you saw here.
Yeah.
This is a potential
Yes.
area.
Yeah.
This is what we
It's not
have.
valid yet.
On the monthly we have nothing because we just have two candles and nothing.
Not yet. Yes.
Okay, so right now, what should we do in daily? Should I do something else, or should I proceed, or
I would move one day forward, and then we will see. This will be end of the week, let's say.
there we are. One more day.
One more day. Yeah.
One more day, and I didn't have my dinner. I forgot about my dinner.
No, you have half a position. On the daily, on this time frame, we couldn't move stop loss somewhere above some new supply yet. We could move, let's say, above this flip zone below.
Yeah,
But
I can do it.
I don't know if
But
it has sense, but maybe it has sense to do this.
you have to decide. I mean, what is the trend right now?
The trend is
Regarding,
down, so
I mean, what you see on the screen, what is the trend? Up, down?
the trend is clear down.
So, why
So
should
we should leave the position.
leave it there and don't touch it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we are scared because there is no lows there.
Yeah,
So look
yeah,
at it.
yeah,
Look at the
yeah.
S&P. Look at all those,
Mhm.
and they are making higher highs, all-time high, going up.
Yes.
So you see a little retracement. You close. No, I mean just let it be and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Hugh's asking something here. Just one thing. The last daily supply zone was within the weekly CP supply zone, which had not consolidated away at the time of entry. Yes, good to see these exceptions playing out. Or are they becoming the rules? I mean, so far all-time lows and all that. I'm taking those. They are not added as rules yet, Hugh, because I'm sure. I can assure you that if those are added as rules, then everybody will see exceptions everywhere. I'm sure about that. I mean, now everybody will start considering non-2-to-1. Yeah, Hugh, thanks. So everybody will start judging and adding some kind of subjectivity to what that zone did and what it didn't. It's going to be very complex. So that's why I haven't added any kind of rules related to that. It will be all of them will be assessed at the moment that they are created. Otherwise, I'm sure that many people will see areas that are not 2-to-1 as valid, and they will take all of them, and then they will start taking losses, and then they will start not believing in the whole rules and all that. It's just like a snowball growing bigger and bigger and bigger because just one single variable is in doubt. So that's why it's not. Hope that makes sense here and everybody. So let's continue. So what should we do now?
Let's move one day forward.
There it is. Time flies. Time flies.
Yeah. Okay. Move on.
No, I mean time flies. I mean that one day spent passed and I didn't even realize. So
Yes.
one more.
Yeah, one more. Okay. Made lower low.
So
But this, I would ask you this: is this a CP or a rally based drop? I think this is CP.
well, here let's analyze candle by candle.
Maybe it's
Let's analyze candle by candle. Okay.
Yes,
So we've got
yes.
a drop, base,
Yes.
base,
Rally.
base, drop.
Drop. Yeah, it's CP. Yes,
CP.
it's CP. So we should. Is it 2-to-1? Not yet.
Well, from here to there, I mean, this is like 31. No.
No, not yet. So
Not yet.
let's move one candle forward.
Now it definitely is.
Yeah, now it is. So we should draw it.
Okay. So we've got that level there,
Yeah. Okay.
more or less.
Well,
So-
the trend line is still the same.
Yep, makes sense.
Let's look on the weekly. The weekly 1, 2, 3 CPs. If we consider this upper as a CP, but it's not yet. It is not. We don't know. We consider this upper supply on the weekly as what? As a CP or a rally based drop?
Which
We
one?
don't
This
know.
one.
The upper one. The upper one.
This one.
So
Well,
I'm just thinking to draw the
yeah, we don't
trend line.
well, we don't know. I mean, we don't know, so
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
don't
Okay.
know. We cannot. Hello, Nick. Welcome. So we don't know. So since we don't know, we can draw. So that's it.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
know that the weekly is clearly dropping, so it's down.
Yes,
When we
yes,
look at the
okay.
monthly, we look like it's down.
It's
When we
down.
look at the daily, it's
Yeah.
down. So
It's down.
shorts. I mean,
Yeah, one trade more.
nothing else.
Let's put the trade there then on the daily short.
There.
On the last.
Here. You want to
Yeah,
add right there.
on the last. Yes.
So let me sell stop loss around. Let's make it up above that high, just in
Above
case.
this flip zone. Yes.
Okay. So what should we do with the previous trade? Should we do something about
With
it,
the
or
previous trade, yeah, of course, because now move the stop above this flip zone
okay? So
or
that's
above this supply.
okay. So that should be number one, and then we will move our stop loss. Let's move it here together with the other one.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So now you close part of the position there, just in case,
Yes.
and then you are letting the first trade run and move your stop loss above previous zone, doing a technical trailing. I mean, above previous
Yes.
zones, and then you
Yes.
want to short another one there because there is a new imbalance. Looks nice, 2 candles away, ERCs. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens. Should I
Okay.
proceed?
Yes, yes.
If anybody has any comment, okay, Hugh, Nick, or anybody, so just tell me and I will comment upon it, okay? So
Alfonso,
Tell me.
we should. Okay, I think let's say this is my opinion that we trail the stops because we don't know. Maybe it will bounce from somewhere strongly, so it's better to do this.
yeah, well, we don't
Yeah.
know, we don't have history here to the left, but
Yes.
but there is history
Yeah.
to the left because we
Yeah, okay.
because this is just
Okay, we don't know that.
year 2001 or 2002 or 2001, I think. Yes, this is year 2001, and the history previous to those years, 90, 93, whatever, I don't know. So
Yeah,
there
yeah,
must be
of course.
levels there. So, but we just trade what we see. So we will
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Yes.
Nick is saying here, we would have left stop loss at break even within potential weekly supply. He says that we would have left the stop loss around there at break even and then let it run. So Hugh says something here, we must all get rid of our history if we can trade like this. Yes, we must all get rid of our history if we can trade like this. Yes. So this next one. This is what we
Yeah,
have.
Okay.
So let's
Yes.
proceed. One more.
Next one. Mhm.
Now what should I do?
And now we have 3 CP. Well, is it CP this last one? Formed?
You
No.
you tell me.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just the machine
Yeah, okay,
executing your
okay,
orders.
Um, yeah, I would make more aggressive trend line and connect the 3 CPs on the daily.
One sec, because Thomas is asking something here. Alfonso, did you mute me? Because I have 3 different PCs, still have no sound. Did sound check all were fine? I can't. I mean, I cannot mute you. I mean, I can't mute you, Thomas, if you are speaking, but you are not speaking, so I cannot mute you. So I don't know. I didn't touch anything. I'm just running the webinar, and I see everybody there connected. You as well, and you have the same icons as everybody else. Did nothing, so I don't know, really. I don't know, Thomas. I wish I could help. I don't know. Sorry. The webinar will be recorded. Okay. So now
Okay.
you tell you. Sorry, Thomas.
Yes.
Okay. I would love to
No.
help, but so then what
now-
is this?
Now let's draw the last
But you,
supply zone.
sorry, but I didn't hear if it is a CP or it is a peak or anything. What is this? Because I was speaking to Thomas theoretically. So
Yes, this is it's a for me it's difficult to it's a peak
but why is a peak?
because we rallied and based and then dropped and make lower low.
That's it. So you just read price and ask the same question.
Yeah.
What do I need in order
Yes.
to have a peak? A rally, a base, and a drop.
Base,
What do
yes.
what
Yeah.
do I need in order to have a CP? A drop, a base, and then
Base and a drop.
straightforward
Yeah.
drop. So this is
Yeah.
a rally, a base, and a drop. So this is an
Yeah.
inverted
Yeah.
U. So this is a peak.
Yeah.
So you just have
It's
to
a peak.
read each candle and then you will get the answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's tricky. So I must accept
Yeah, yeah.
it's like that. I mean, sometimes it's very tricky. But it has to be obvious. So this one is obvious. Okay, so
Yeah, okay.
what should we
So
do
make,
now then?
now we should draw this supply zone and correct the trend line.
So
Yes.
this
Okay.
is more or less, and then now we have that peak,
Yes.
and we have that peak.
Yeah. Okay. If it's 2 to 1, we can put the trade there at the last supply.
We can put the what?
The trade, we can put the
Okay.
short trade there.
You want to move it there? Okay.
Yes, yes. Because now, if the price will reach fastly to this supply zone, it's okay. Otherwise, the upper supply where we had the trade will be invalid because of the breaking of the trend line.
I think. What the hell happened there?
Okay.
I haven't used the moves order any. Well, let me do this because I haven't used that functionality never.
then
I mean,
delete it.
I always delete previous one,
Yeah,
delete pending
yeah.
order, and then let me do this. Let me sell limit there, more or less a few pips underneath, and then let's do it like that. Okay.
Yes. And now you move the stop also from the running trade.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you very well.
Did you? I think you moved also the stop loss of the running trade.
Possibly, yes,
Mhm.
possibly, because I was doing something there. Move stop loss, modify order, stop loss, there.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
there it is. Here's something asking something here. Small point: the supply zone above current zone. Could we read that as a rally base drop? This one rally base drop. The low of a hammer up to the peak of the bull base bar. Yes, that could be as well. But since we have 3 basing candles and all that, so I see it as a CP. It could be. This is one of these. Let me move this so we can see it. So 1, 2, 3 basing candles. This one closed higher, so this could be also considered like a peak, but it's not that obvious.
Yes.
This one is obvious. This one is like difficult. So difficult. It could be both. Yes. If we take the close of both, then it could be a rally, base, and a drop. Yep. So Jan said that the lower supply not valid yet because it didn't consolidate away, which is correct. You place
Yeah,
a,
that's right. Yeah.
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 So
But
What-
okay, let's leave it like this.
okay. So now
And
it did consolidate. It did
Ooh.
consolidate.
yeah, it did, and it did trigger.
It did. Well, so
Yeah.
he just said that, and let me see what happened there. It didn't hit the level yet. It hit our padding? So let's move forward and see what happens.
Yes. Okay.
exactly like that. Right now, let's proceed.
Something is happening on the
So
weekly.
here,
It
well,
seems,
can you tell me what's going on there?
basing, potential basing. It could be a CP or reversal. Now we don't know. If we had history, we could know.
But we don't know that
Yeah.
yet, so we don't know that. So we have a
Yeah.
clear trend on all time frames, and this is what we have.
Yes.
So what should we do now?
Yeah, we still should wait and move forward daily. Then we will see. Now the trend line is broken, so we should the trend line should change the
The style, but well,
Yes.
but
The style, yeah.
if
Okay,
we
okay,
let me
okay.
do
That's
that.
better.
Okay, trend line broken. So
Yeah.
he was saying potential while long if taking out the daily supply. Nick said he would close that trade.
No, we don't close this trade.
Because remember that you are
Let's-
short on
let's
this
see.
one already. It was triggered there. So this is what they are saying. I will close that trade. Nick said that move stop loss on first trade above most recent high. So he was pointing out that maybe this should be moved above this area.
No, look.
You just
We
tell me.
missed the- let's say I would close let's say half of position where we had 2-to-1, but now we are too late.
Yeah.
This I intend to do.
Okay.
You know.
But now now it is too late, and then
Yeah,
you were you were away for a couple of days, and you
Yes.
did that, and then you come back home and you see that. So what did you do?
Nothing. Still wait. If the price will broke this supply.
Okay, so we'll proceed. You were a lucky man.
It seems, yes. Okay, now look. Let's look. If the price broke below.
Yes, it couldn't close, but it broke
couldn't close
lower.
below.
So it couldn't close, but well, what should we do now?
Now we should correct the trend line, connect the last two peaks. This is the first one, and then I would close half of position. I don't know what, why, but
But you have to know. I mean, because trading is about having a plan. So you have to know when you close half or not. Because if you say to yourself, I don't know, I would do this, I would do that. So you have to know that. Because otherwise, you will always imagine that now you are in 3-4 positions at the same time. Because I don't know, price. You were trading some correlated pairs, some Aussie pairs. You are trading short Aussie dollar, Aussie yen, and Aussie cat, and then you are triggering 3 of them, and then the 3 of them do like this. What do? You know what I mean? You have to know that. But as soon as you see it, you have to say, click, I'll do that. It's not always like that as fast, because, well, we are humans and we make mistakes and our emotions, and we want to hold the trade, and we want to have a 10% risk reward on each trade, and that's very complex. But you are trading you are holding two entries there, and both of them are holding well. So what would you do there?
Let's say, okay, I would close half of position of the last trade, and I would move stop loss from the first trade to the stop loss of the second trade.
So I will do that.
Yeah, because if this on the weekly, if this is a base, but and could reverse.
So here, modify position, stop loss around there.
Yes.
So this is what we have. Okay. So now I believe, well, we have like 30. We've been like 30 minutes. I think that we should hand this over to another member, if that's okay with you.
Can you press just another
more.
space?
Okay.
One more, just to see. Okay.
Great trading.
Now
I
it
mean,
seems-
I believe
Mhm.
you did a really great job there. So that's my opinion. I don't know about the others, but you read price really well. You had a couple of doubts about levels, which is normal, and all that.
Yeah.
And but I believe you did it really well, very well
Okay,
done.
thank you, Alfonso.
Okay, so let me hand it over to next one, which is Jan. Okay, Jan, are you ready?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, but
Bye.
Igor, thanks for your support.
Thank you.
Okay, Jan is ready, so I will activate him. Hello, Jan. Hello. I can't hear him. No, I can't. Can you hear? Can anybody hear me? Please, I'm doing a sound check. Okay, he's there.
Can you hear me?
Now, yes, Jan, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
perfect. Okay, welcome again, Jan.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's do this easy. I mean, should we continue like this, or you want to load a different time and day,
I
month?
think I prefer to go a little bit further in time.
Okay, no problem.
So we have three time frames we can look at.
Okay, so let me close this one, and let me close this one. So tell me, I will stop test. Which date?
January 2010.
January. That should be on here. There it is. Start testing, save changes, and let's wait. Okay, this is what we have. January 2010. So, what should we do here?
I think we start with the monthly time frame. Can you make that maximum? Maximize the screen to
Yep, like that.
Yeah, thank you.
So, what should we do there?
Well, draw our levels first, I think. We can start with the supply on the.
Which one?
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Like that. And then?
Then I see only one demand. It's a very little CP to the left, just a little bit lower than the previous low.
A little bit lower.
Demand.
This
Lower,
here?
and then to the left. Yeah, there, yes.
There.
I think that are the two
levels that we have in the monthly.
levels that we have now on the monthly. Yeah, there are a few CPs on the monthly, but they didn't take out anything.
Yeah.
Should we draw them anyway?
Well, you tell me.
Because yeah.
So you tell me. I am a computer, and I am a dummy computer.
yeah.
You tell me.
Well, computer, tell me.
That will come sometime soon with Google probably. So, but right now it is not possible. So.
Well, what I remember is that we can draw that a few levels because it's
there is something that can guide you to maybe draw a level. So something that we are doing quite frequently with horizontal lines. So this is just a hint.
Yeah, flip zones.
Exactly.
So there is a flip zone.
I'm not such a dummy computer after all.
There is a flip zone about 50% between those two levels.
So let me do this. Let me use the Fibonacci retracement to see where the 50% retracement is. Okay, and it looks like we've got
Yeah.
a price there, right there.
So, yeah. So you could consider that
That
as a
level
CP.
as a valid CP. Make sense what I'm doing, everybody? So this is a flip zone. Remember, this is a rally, drops, that can close, and then closes and retest this area. See, rally base rally. This is a valid demand on the monthly, a valid trade, rallies, and then price doesn't respect it at all. And then because it was already tested, and then rallies, and then bases right at the flip zone, and then rallies and breaks it again. So this is like an area where we have had previous supply and demand holding also resistance and support both together. I mean both kind of strategies holding together there. So supply, demand, supply, demand, and resistance, support, resistance. Okay, so both at the same time. So if we wanted to draw something, this is what I would do because of that. So this could be argued also that it is a CP. Okay, it didn't remove, none of them did remove anything. So if we have to add odds to DCP higher, okay, well, let me zoom in, and DCP lower, which one do you think has higher odds?
The lower one.
Level
The one
number
that you drew.
the one we drew. Why? Because it is located at a 50% retracement at a flip zone. So that's two odds, very important odds. So this one
When it's on the lower time frame, for instance daily, could that be a tradable level?
Yeah.
Or should we trade it always on confirmation?
If you draw, you can decide. I mean, it's up to you. But I would trade it. This is something that I'm gonna add soon. I have been testing all that. So when we have a really nice level at a flip zone, there are great probabilities of that level to work. But it's not yet on the rules. Okay, I'm testing many other scenarios. So, but I'm not. I don't want to add them because it can cause confusions. So, but right now, confirmation. Okay, right now confirmation, because we have to confirm that these tests also are correct. So it's going to take some time. So, but makes sense what we are doing there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's right, sitting right at the 50% at a very, very important flip zone. So this is correct. I think this is what this is all I see now in the monthly. We've got the supply in control, demand in control, also at a flip zone. Okay, also at a flip zone. There, see, maybe there was more history. I don't know. And then new area rallied, and then retested it after a long time. Okay, with a fast arrival into the level, which is great because there was no level opposing it. Okay, so there was a lot of profit margin. So now the monthly is over. So Hugh is asking something here. Would you extend that level to left to capture the regional and fresh monthly demand zone to left? Which one are you referring to? That level to left, which one? This one to left? I don't see anything there. I don't know what this one to the left, to extend it. Why should I extend this level to the left? To capture the regional and fresh monthly demand area to the left. I don't understand that. Extend this to the left. I don't know what you're saying here. Do you understand what he's trying to say, Jan?
No, I don't understand.
Would you extend that level? Okay, no problem, Hugh. To the left, because we cannot extend this level to the left. There's nothing here to lean on. If there was a candle there to the left, we could cover the lower low. But this is an original level. We cannot cut through candles to this area. This is past. From here to the left, this doesn't exist. Only for the flip zones. So maybe I'm misunderstanding you here. So sorry about that. Yeah, he said now no cutting through candles. No shears. Perfect. So there it is.
Okay.
So now weekly.
So weekly, yeah.
Okay, weekly. What should we do here?
Well, we can start from the top with the supply zone.
Yep. The one here.
One there, yeah.
So let's take all the bases. So this is it. This is the zone. Okay, that's the one at the
Yeah.
top, at the highest high, all-time high.
Then we go a little lower. There is a demand level below where price is now. The three-
Here.
Yeah, there.
Okay. There it is. And what else?
There are some levels, but maybe it's best to draw the trend line now.
Okay, which is the trend line now? Up, down?
Up.
Up, connecting the latest imbalances.
Yep.
So here, 1, 2.
Start there.
Yeah, here, because we got a valley here, and then another valley here. So
3 CPs.
3 CPs and valleys there. This is what we have. So,
Yep.
what now?
So we have a supply level there. That level that caused the break of the trend line.
Yes.
Now I always doubt with it. Should I consider the high also?
This
Because now
is
you took all-
well. You tell me.
took only
I just saw that because that's what.
yeah. It are 3 basing candles, but they are very wicky.
Yeah. So you tell me what to do. I mean, this is this is a level on top of level.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a level there, okay, at the beginning of time there, and then engulfed, and then this is a rally base drop, a peak, and then we've got a base. This is a drop,
Yeah.
base drop. We've got a peak on top of a CP, and both of them cause the break of the trend line. So what do I do? I just did that because you told me draw the supply, so I drew that one. So you tell me draw another supply, so it should be the other one. So let me draw it for you, because we've got 2 levels there, and there's something interesting that happened there as well. What would you do here?
I think I go to the daily and look for a
Yeah,
supply level there
yeah.
within the weekly.
Yeah, is that this is just a weekly. I
Also-
mean, if you are, but imagine. Also, Nick is saying reacting to weekly 20 EMA and fresh zone.
Yeah,
flip
but the
zone.
monthly supply zone is in control. So
Exactly. That's what you said.
I think
Look at this. Look at this, Nick.
Yeah.
Supply is in control. So this is the thing. If monthly supply is in control, well, you will do that because I will ask you later to do the top-down analysis to make a decision if you want to go short or if you still want to go long. This is up to you to make a decision. Okay. So this is a weekly. So now let's go to the daily. What
Yeah.
should I do here?
we can start from the top by drawing the supply level on the very top.
So we've got that one, more or less.
Yeah,
What
and then, the level just above price, where price is
This one.
just above. Yeah.
So let me do
And there is
let me
one
do
level
one.
higher, but it's
Let me do one thing here, because I believe that I have this is the proximal line here, and then we've got
Yeah, that's the one
another
that-
line,
that's-
and then we've got another line there. So I think I have the object extender. So when we press one candle here, one sec, there it is. Okay, I did
Yeah.
that just to see on the daily where we have the weekly areas. Okay.
okay. Then you can draw a trend line.
Okay, a trend line connecting the latest two peaks.
Peak to peak.
And now what?
And we can place an order, a sell order, because the daily is within the weekly valid supply level.
Okay, so we'll do that. Sell, and then stop loss a few pips above this one.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
Can you move forward?
Okay, so now let's do the tell me the top-down analysis. One sec. Mohammed says something here. Is the CP on the weekly negated, or will it be negated? I mean, which this CP? This one over here. Mohammed, CP demand. It is already negated. The trend line rules do not allow you to take that set and forget. You have to wait. Trend line rules are like traffic lights. I mean, this is now red. You can't go long there. And also it's a CP on the weekly against a monthly supply zone. Monthly normally wins over weekly. Because the level is valid. He's saying that because I drew the level. I mean, I want to know what's going on with the levels, because I don't want to trade short if this level was in control. I don't want to trade short here on a daily. Why? Because this is a weekly against a daily. So always try to trade with a bigger time frame in control. Make sense, Mohammed, and you as well. I mean, I think that you agree with me, Jan, on that. Normally monthly wins over weekly, weekly wins over daily, daily wins over 4 hour. That's a very logical way of looking at the markets. So you don't have to think too much. I mean, monthly supply and control, weekly demand area. Well, the odds are lower. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna work, but odds are lower. But it is negated. It is negated. But we want to know where the level is, because we want to trade short that low if this area is taken out. Okay, so you want so now tell me the analysis. Okay, the top-down analysis, Jan. Okay, why are you taking a short there, the decision and all that?
Well, the monthly is in control.
Yeah,
price is too high in the curve.
yeah,
And the monthly has an enormous drop, so big imbalance there. And on the weekly, it's created a weekly wow trade that will confirm that price could go lower. And the daily is the daily levels within that weekly wow. So I think it's a valid trade.
Yeah. So now, so you're taking that trade there, okay? So let me tell you what I think about it, okay? Because you already pointed it out, and Nick pointed out something else as well. So you said yourself that this weekly area is very wicky. So the first impression that you had, okay, is that the level is wicky. So when you have weak levels there, price tends to go to the extreme of those wicks and retest those areas and not the origin of the areas. That's one point, okay? And the second point that I believe was Nick that pointed it out, didn't you, Nick? That was weekly 20 EMA. Look where we are. There, okay? Look at that one. High, CP, removed. Last month low, 20 EMA. Still bullish. Consolidation, but bullish. So a level on top of level. Lower one wiki. Uptrend. Still uptrend. Monthly in control. That's clear. Okay, I'm not negating that. But in this case, when we have two levels and the lower one is wiki, I'm not gonna set and forget there. I'm gonna wait for the highest area if there is one to trade, or wait for confirmation. That's what I would do. Okay, based on what you already described and on what Nick pointed out. Makes sense? You and anybody. So that's what I would do personally. I don't know what's going to happen, but the thing is that this level looks incredible. I mean, look at that. Look at the imbalance. It's incredible. I mean, the imbalance is great, but I've seen many levels better than this being taken out like butter. Okay, so remember that we are in a clear uptrend. We are here uptrending, and we have hit a monthly area. Okay, no problem. And as you can see, we already had a trade there. We had this trend line was broken there. Okay, CP valid area dropped there, dropped, another one there, drop. okay, and then we've got another one there that could drop. Okay, so all these are the wicks trying to get liquidity from the very top. Okay, so this is my analysis based on what you said and on what Nick pointed out on the 20 EMA on the weekly. I don't know what's going to happen, so let's see. Okay, let's move forward a little bit. Okay, one candle more. If this wants to, now you've got a sell, the order trigger there. Okay, the weekly area has been hit and all that. So there's one thing here to point out. Well, tell me, continue. What will you do here now? Now that you come back from your, I don't know, hike or whatever, and you come back home and you see that, or you come back from a crazy night in a club. So what would you do here? You could say, hey, I'm really happy about this trade. Finally, I got triggered.
No, I'm not really happy because it formed the CP there.
Exactly.
Just after the trend line break, so the profit margin is gone.
Exactly. That's what I wanted you to point out. So if I had seen a rally like this, I don't know, let me show you one rally like this. Imagine this, okay? Rally. I mean, a really with no pause at all. If there is a pause in an uptrend, trend line break, 20 EMA, monthly up, weekly up, 20 EMA in control, CP against this, it looks like price is going to rally higher. Looks like. Okay? And now we've got some kind of confirmation here that now we don't have profit margin until down there, because this is the level after the break of the trend line is considered a valid level, or the origin one. Okay? Supply is in control on the monthly, but this is very obvious, and this is the 3-4 candles based on the monthly are very typical on the weekly, and then loses momentum and then drops. So what do I do here? What would you do? You come back, not because I told you what I told you, okay? No, because I said what I said. I mean, I wanted to say this before it happened, so it's just my opinion, okay, based on what you said really, and what Nick pointed out. So this computer is getting a little bit smarter on the side. So what would you do here?
I think it's best to close the trade.
Okay, so let me close it. And now, what would you do?
Just move forward to see what happens.
One sec, something here, saying something here. Great lesson on the manipulation on the market and our own minds. Great level, but like a trap. This could work. Could be. I mean, this could work here as well, and Jan as well. So this could work. But I see this like a trap, like he mentioned, because the level here is wiki, and the liquidity, as you can see, is like over here. This is just got liquidity from there. It couldn't hold higher, drop. Got liquidity again from higher and then dropped. Got from lower, so the liquidity is like sitting at the top, I believe. So now one candle more. Oops, out of the level. So you avoided a loss, a full loss. Okay, so but this is just trying to read him. I could have been wrong. I mean, and I am wrong not once, you know, many times. I have many losses as well, like everybody else. I'm human. But I'm trying to read price and not to be one thing which is very important. We have gone through this a few times. Trying not to lose my sleep over a missed trade or a loss. I mean, I don't care. I mean, loss, next one, loss, next one, loss, next one. Because if you try to think about too much about the loss and all that, just try to analyze why you had a trade, take a screenshot of the trade, add description, and say, okay, was this aggressive or was it not? What was against me? What was with me? So here we had against me, or against us, we had a clear monthly uptrend. We had the 20 EMA and the weekly. There was no weekly area of demand removed yet. Okay, this is the area to be removed. This was not demand. Okay. This is the demand area, not removed. 20 EMA in control. So here 1 CP removed. Okay, 1 CP demand against it, removing profit margin, not a weak area that you pointed out. Confirmation better. Okay, so this is what we have there. So now what would you do?
I think I should wait till and see what happens at the very top daily supply.
Would you place a trade up the top, or would you wait?
No, I would wait.
Okay, because yeah. So here
Monthly is still up
month is still up. Okay.
and weekly is still up.
Okay. So he was saying here, wait for another DWOW short. Okay. So let's continue, because here we've got like here another level. This is fresh, and then we've got the fresh and original level right at the top. These two levels could cause some kind of reaction. Both could be some kind of short. So let's take a look at this.
Yes, but
Next one.
that second level that you drew was just by inheritance, so it didn't remove anything, did it?
Yeah, by inheritance only, yes. Inheritance. This is the level nested right at the top of the wicks, like we mentioned before. I mean, normally price tends to rally at the very high at the wicks, or even a little bit higher. So it just hit that level, and then price could be dropping from there. And this is very typical on the monthly. Okay, this is a pattern I used to trade a lot in the past when I was trading another strategy. The first one that I traded, and then concentrated on the supply and demand for 2 years or more now. And this is what I call a distribution reversal pattern. So now the MACD should be crossed down, losing momentum after 3 or more candles, and then price could drop down there. So I cannot remove that from my mind, but I'm not having any of the indicators on my chart. But this is very typical on that strategy, and price could drop lower into this area and then rebound from there. So let's continue and see what happens here. Retest the area. So you tell me, I will, and then.
Yeah, now we created 3 CPs on the daily, so we can
So this
draw
is
an ascending trend line.
an ascending, yeah. So
Ascending, yeah.
well, we have that, something like that. Well, very aggressive. I mean, that means that we shouldn't be buying, of course. So here, see on the monthly, no close above this high, so we'll see what happens here. Now it reached the extreme, and it has even overshot that level by 1 or 2 pips. So now let's see, we'll continue, and then drops now. It looks like the monthly doesn't want to close above. We'll see. So what would you do here now? He was saying, see here, no sellers left, gap up signal. Sorry, no buyers left. There, exactly, yeah. No buyers left, but gap up. I mean, there are no more buyers. I mean, here this is a professional, this is a novice gap. Sorry, a novice gap. I mean, look at that. Look what we are. We are very high in the curve. Supply, new area after an overextension on the weekly. Supply area in control, and then we have a gap up. Would that be professionals buying or retailers buying?
Oh, you said it. You said it already.
Yeah, I was too fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
So retailers.
So the retailers, I mean, this is buying too high in the curve after overextension, and then a gap up against supply. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all for buying. Okay. Nick said.
So I would wait here for daily WOW trade.
Nick is saying something. This robot is getting smarter. Probably. So, what would you do here now?
wait for a daily while.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So can you move forward?
one candle. Slightly higher high.
Yeah.
So trend line needs to be, well, you have to do it yourself, sorry. I need to reprogram this robot. Crazy.
Can you move forward again?
There it is. One more. We need something else.
Another one.
And now, what do I do? Trend line broken.
Yeah, do nothing.
4-hour level could be there, sitting up there. So now next one. There it is. That should be a 4-hour level there, I guess. Let me do this. I'm just curious about this. There it is. Wall short on the 4-hour there. By the formation, this looks like a 4-hour there. So now what?
There's a potential new daily supply formed.
The one over there,
Yeah.
right there. And now,
Can you move forward?
okay. Mm-hmm. And now what should we do?
Good question.
Sorry?
Well, the monthly is still up.
Yeah, the man is still up. About what is this telling you? So here,
The
let me do
weekly,
this. Let me do this.
The weekly
Yes.
couldn't.
This is what happened. See what happened there? Right to the top of the wicks, level on top of level, and this is something I pointed out before, but you didn't tell me. I forgot about it. I said something interesting is happening here, but then we didn't talk about it. Here we had a level on top of level, and see there was no consolidation way until we got this candle. Okay, so these basing candles were part of this area. Okay, because it didn't consolidate away. So these wicks belong to this one, retested on departure. So if they retest on departure, this is the area where there are unfilled orders on the top, and then price reached the unfilled orders area and then dropping now. Level on top of level. When you have this scenario, better to go to the top. Okay, and as you can see now on the monthly is up, monthly is in control, and we've got brand new trend line break on the weekly, on the daily, and on the 4-hour. Very high in the curve. So this is like Nick said right now, take the trade, exclamation mark. This is what he said. What would you do?
Okay, let's try it.
But let's try because Nick pointed it out, or because I said that, or just because you know that this is the way to
The
go.
problem is that this is a very difficult scenario. I think when you it's hard to reprice that with the wiki candles.
Yeah, but this is why the wiki scenario is pointed out in the lessons. I mean, when we have wiki candles, what do we say? Confirmation, or the very top, because normally price is at the end of those wicks, not at the beginning of the wicks. So this is why we have to be cautious about it. But we are definitely on a monthly supply, reacting to it, and then what do we need in order to take a trade? Confirmation. What do we have here? Confirmation, both on the weekly, on the daily, and the 4-hour. So we cannot go long because we are too high. Can we go short? No, unless we have confirmation, because the month is up. Do we have confirmation? Yes. Can we go short? Yes. That's the process. That's the mind process that you have to follow, and the question that you have to ask yourself. So you can have always the same Answer. Too high in the curve? Yes. Okay, I cannot buy. Perfect. The rules say you cannot buy. Can I short? It would be counter trend. Perfect. I am a counter trend trader. Okay, under what scenarios am I a counter trend trader? Okay, we have to wait at least for a daily wow trade. Did a daily wow trade happen? Yes, so can go short. Did a weekly wow trade happen? Did a daily wow short happen nested within a weekly wow short at the monthly supply and control? Yes. What do you think is higher odds? Longs, which we can take, or short counter trend?
Short, I think.
Well, you shouldn't think. I mean, what do you think?
Well, short.
If you place all these variables, which you should be able to interpret in a balance, left positive, right negative, if you put some weight on that, where does the balance go? To the right negative or to the left positive? The negative short or left positive long?
Short.
So what is your bias? Short. Take shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we should do. I mean, I believe, in my humble opinion, I mean, to have certain odds on our side, and then we place the odds on a balance, left positive, right negative, or whatever you want to do. Okay, and then you say, okay, longs is not possible because all the reasons that we know. Shorts is possible, but are we low or high in the curve to take a short? We are very high in the curve. So we have a lot of room to reach from this area over there down there. And I believe you also pointed out several times on the forum, but price moves from one level to the opposing level. That normally happens. Okay, so from here to here in the weekly, from here to here in the monthly, and on the daily we have nothing. Okay, so we have a lot of profit margin. Now what could happen is that price will not pull back and it will not give you any trade, which has happened now lately in the last couple of weeks on the dollar cross pairs. I mean, it's been crazy, up, and no pullback, only breakout trading. So this is how I would look at it. I mean, the odds are now to the short side, so forget about longs. Only longs. What should you be thinking of taking a long, if anything?
I think at the monthly demand.
There. So forget about longs. Forget about longs. Forget about it. Unless we suddenly drop down there in the middle of nowhere on this level, and then we have a really nice wow trade long with nothing above us, a lot of profit margin, then okay, I'm gonna take a long because I am already away from the magnetical attraction of the monthly supply. So now this is like a spring. I mean, now a spring is so elongated, and now you release the spring, and what does the spring? That snaps back into place. So where is the snap back into place? Right here, in the middle. Because the spring, when it is elongated, like double 3 times, when you release it, it will bounce a few times, you know, blah 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 blah, and then it stays into the original position, which is not elongated. So now price is so extended, the spring is extended, and price will tend to drop from some rally or travel from zone to zone, and from there possibly react and go high again. That's what normally happens, and it happens to be at the flip zone. Now we commented. So short or not too short, or not too short? That is the question.
That's the question. Short, yeah.
Shakespeare would have been a really great trader. Hugh asked something here. Alfonso, can you ask Jan what are his reasons for stalling or not taking this short? So your turn now, Jan. He's asking, why are you thinking or doubting about taking that short?
Because when I look at the weekly, the weekly wow trade is already playing out.
Mm-hmm.
And Well, I really don't know. I'm blocking.
So that's
Sorry.
what. No problem. Don't worry about it. It's normal. So don't worry about it. So you need to work on that. So what are your areas where you get blocked? This is one of the areas. So I suggest this, okay, as homework for you. So maybe you don't agree with me, but let's do this. Now take, for example, and do this as a homework on a couple of pairs, Aussie dollar and another one of your like, okay, and analyze this. Analyze how the weekly areas of supply and demand react in a trend when a higher time frame area of supply or demand has been hit. For example, a weekly area of demand here, okay, against a monthly uptrend with monthly in control. What happens to the weekly areas of demand? So you can trust now to short from here to here. So get an analysis and a ratio. This is something I'm working on now to get a statistics of that, okay? Because here this level could work and even rally higher and hit this area which is fresh and original at the top. So weekly is clearly up, the month is clearly up, weekly supply is in control, but still a lot of buyers here. So price, even though the trend line is broken, price could drop down there and then from there react again, and this is already touched, consumed, price should rally up there. I'm not interested in this. If weekly area of demand is in control, I'm not interested in this anymore. Okay, but as long as the weekly area of demand is not in control, I am interested in this short. So make that test. I mean,
but now what if the weekly consolidates away from that weekly level before returning up?
It's okay as long as would you still consider
that daily supply valid?
As long as this weekly area of demand is not in control, it's okay. Because now we've got a daily nested. Look at this area. This area here is above 91, 92. And where is that area? Nested within the weekly area of supply at the monthly area of supply.
But then the weekly is not fresh anymore.
Yeah, it's not fresh anymore. Yes.
Now
it consolidates away. Fresh. Yeah, it's still fresh. So if now rallies into that area and then drops into that area and rises into the area, since it consolidated away, you have to wait for a confirmation, because the
also when the price doesn't reach the weekly demand.
It doesn't reach what then?
The weekly demand.
Yeah.
When it doesn't reach the weekly demand and goes back up and consolidates away, is that daily supply still valid then?
If doesn't, well,
then the weekly is not fresh anymore.
So if the weekly here is not fresh anymore, so you have to wait for confirmation. Because if it consolidates away and it doesn't make a lower low, if it makes a lower low like here, then it would have created a potential downtrend like that, with a weekly area there again. But if this weekly area of demand is hit, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested higher.
Oh, I know.
Okay, but if it falls short of hitting this area like that, to me, the weekly area of demand is also hit, because look at these wicks. So on my
maybe on the weekly, because maybe on the weekly it makes just a small candle that consolidates away from that weekly supply. So then at that time that weekly supply is not fresh anymore. Then that.
But this is yes, because that is a confirmation type of trade. This is confirming that there are which is different. This is a confirmation type of trade, and also a wow short, daily wow short, confirming that there are enough sellers there to try. Okay, but if price keeps on dropping, consolidates away and hits or falls short of hitting this area, since we have wicks here, on my broker could be this, on your broker this, and another broker like this. So we have, if we're trading futures, it's different, because we know that price is not manipulated. We have a single feed, price feed. But on Forex, okay, this morning I had a small loss on Euro SEK, I believe, and my stop loss was far away from being hit, far away, like yesterday with Nick on the another one, Euro something, I don't know, I don't remember very well. dollar Chinese yuan, and his stop loss was far away. But well, they play with bids and ask prices and all that. So well, that's the risk. But here, weekly area of demand in control. Forget about the dailies. You need,
Yeah, I know.
okay. So, but sometimes you have to.
The reason why I doubted about this daily level is that there were some scenarios a few weeks ago, just like this, when there is a weekly well playing out,
But
there
that's
is
a problem.
daily supply within, but
Yeah.
then the weekly consolidates away one candle, so that weekly level is not fresh anymore. So the daily is ignored, the daily supply. So when on the weekly there's one little candle that consolidates away without hitting the weekly demand or coming even near, then that invalidates that daily supply, isn't it?
If we have now, right now, for example, we have the daily short here, value trade bouncing away, and then you say that when there is a candle there, one more candle consolidated away, that invalidates this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So then we would have a problem there, because then almost all wow trades would be invalidated, because right now we have weekly, monthly area of supply and control, and these trades happening around these areas over here are confirming that there are enough sellers there to keep on dropping until down here probably, and then rally again and then drop again into the monthly area of demand. So if it consolidates away, that is just telling us that the reaction to this weekly area of supply is strong enough to consolidate away. So there are a lot of sellers there. So here we have a monthly uptrend and a weekly uptrend and all that, but weekly uptrend is broken. So this is giving us another sign that price is probably dropping lower. On the daily, this is another sign that price is dropping lower, and there is this little area there of demand now taking control against the trend on the daily, because the trend is broken, and on the weekly, on the daily. So price will probably, and this is a reaction to this one, as you can see, previous area. So it looks like there is a lot of, you read candles, read price to the left, you see that the only area is down there, and even that one, okay, remove this invalid CP low, and then look at that one, look at this, test it, compress, test it, and this tested again this area. So I'm not interested in these areas if price gains control. Why? Because this whole area over here, all this, let me do this, which will be better, all this is already consumed. Why? Because we have this. Sorry to take longer with Jan, okay, but I believe this is helping not only Jan, also myself and many others. Okay, so look at that. Okay, we will see it clearly with this thing, the hollow one, like that. So this is a test of this one, this is a test of this one, this is a test of this one, and this is a test of this one. There. So if price down there on the weekly rallies into this area, what do you think is going to happen to these areas?
No, that will be taken out easily.
So, and there we've got a fresh level, an original. So if anything, up there, forget about this. All this, remove it. Nothing. Make sense? Young and anybody, because also everybody. So right now price is dropping. Okay, this is a test of this one. You see, out. Okay, this is nothing, out, and this is the only level that caused, okay, the whole imbalance here. But look what happened here: rally, and now what happened there? Okay, it couldn't remove this area. This area is bad. Okay, remember, bad, because it's been retested many times. So a level here with the monthly area of supply in control, and weekly wow short, daily wow short, a daily area that has not too many odds because it couldn't break against, break above the brick wall on the weekly and brick wall on the monthly. Okay? There's a brick wall there that will probably cause price to react to this area and then probably rally higher again, but we forget about this area. Now what we want is this. Let me change color here. If we plan to take any kind of short, should be up there at the very top, because all the areas that are here over there are these areas, and we don't want that. Okay, so this is the only clear area where we can say, now I'm going to take a short here, and this is a long but no higher odds, because if you read price, this is supply, a weekly area of supply is in control, monthly area of supply in control, I mean monthly, weekly in control, and what is this? A daily area nested here with a long wick trying to get liquidity from the weekly area of demand. Fell short of it, so this is a trap. You see? I mean, I'm just, this is, I don't know what was going to happen, we're going to see next. I'm curious about all this. But I'm just trying to read what price action is telling me based on supply and demand. What this level costs? Nothing. What this level costs? A lot of things. What this level costs? A lot of things. What has this cost? Nothing yet. It looks like it wants to do this. Okay, so to me, longs, this is negated as long, because this level is not good at all. This is good as short, and this is nothing good. Okay, only the one at the top. So right now, when we clear all this mess, lines are the childish paintings I did. the only levels that are valid are this one, and this one in confirmation. Nothing else. So after doing all this price action reading, you forget about all this, okay? And you forget about all this. You are only care about this one, and this one, and this one, obviously. Nothing else. Forget about anything else. For high odds, okay? High odds. I'm not talking about.
Can we move forward to see what happens?
Yes. So Hugh saying something here. Jan may have a block that I had for some time. Does Jan prefer to see the weekly demand zone absorb before shorting in this scenario? This is what he's asking. You prefer maybe this area to be taken out before any short?
Well, I'm a little bit blocked because we had a few scenarios last week just like this, and where the daily supply was negated because the weekly was not fresh anymore.
So let me ask you one thing here.
I'm now.
Let me ask you one thing here, okay? Very clear, because it's all about probabilities, and then we'll make this process faster. You saw previous trades not working, a couple of them or 3. Okay, you had, imagine, 3 losses in a row in this similar scenario, and then you don't take this one, and it works. Then this one provides you with a 5, 6, 7%. It cancels all your losses, and you are on the winning side. But you didn't take it.
Yep. But you never know.
You never know. I mean, you never know. So, but now your decision of not taking this short is based on the past trade scenarios, and trading doesn't work like that, because trading is based on probabilities. And our
yes, I know.
So
there was a discussion about these trades.
Yeah.
The end of the discussion was that it was not advisable to take that trade. So that's why I'm now a little bit cautious.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense, but that maybe blocks you from or prevents you from taking good trades, and then you will see those good trades working, and then you will be kicking your head against the wall. I should have taken it, and that happens to you, and that happens to everybody, and happens to me as well. So I'm like you. I mean, same thing. It's just that I'm on this side, and I've been testing it for for a long time, and that's all. But I'm like you. I mean, no, I'm not. I miss many trades and I pass on many trades, and then I see them working. But that is another process. I mean, another stage in the trader career, which is not thinking back. I mean, not worrying about what you miss or what you should have done, because trading result is based on what you have done, no, or what I should have done. I should have taken this, I should have closed this. Like this, for example, you took a right decision here. You showed that you closed the trade with a very small loss, because now the scenario is not what you expect it to be. Okay, so that's a good decision. Okay, you didn't take any trade, but okay, that doesn't matter. I mean, you are trading many other pairs. Okay, and yes, having a few high probability trades a month will probably put you on the right side. So don't lose your sleep over missing trades or overthinking trades and all that. Same thing always. So now let's proceed. Let me read a question by Hugh. I think the only way to overcome these blocks is to take lots, uppercase, of these setups and let the patterns become imprinted in our minds. Else our minds will keep playing these self-sabotage games with us. And I agree completely with him. So let's see what happens here. Okay, because we have to have another testing with another one of you. Took me like one hour more with you, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. This will help everybody. So let's proceed here. Play loose drop. Let's see a few candles. Not taking trades. I just want to see what happened with the scenarios. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's better that I do it on the weekly, so it will be faster. Okay, I will one candle on the weekly. I don't know why this is now very slow. Maybe because of the. Come on, don't block. Look at that. You see? We were talking. This is not good. Okay, not good at all. On the 4 hour.
So now the weekly consolidates away one candle.
Yeah, it consolidated away. So this is still valid, but now this is what we have. Okay. So probably this will be invalidated when it will be validated right now. Okay, it would have been great here. Okay, look at this. Now yes, now no. Since now weekly area is consolidated away, as you said, and the trend line would be broken, so and weekly area has been penetrated once up to this area, we need further penetration. So this is the area to look at now. This is I think the scenario that you were talking about.
Yeah, and by the time price reaches the weekly supply, it's not fresh anymore.
It's not fresh anymore, and it's been tested once, and then we have to wait for higher.
Yeah,
this one area.
Exactly.
This is it. But now this trade would have been great there. Okay, on the 4 hour, I'm sure there is maybe one trade here for sure on the 4 hour. But we are not taking a look at those because otherwise it would be slowed down. But let me take a look at the 4 hour. Look at that, almost there, and then this trade, you see, drops, and this is the trade on the 4 hour. Okay, and this could be another one. So Hugh said that something that was a daily CP supply short above current price, messy as no consolidation away, but high on the curve, and all high time frames in our favor. Yes, true. So let's see what happens.
But are we not in a weekly demand now because it made a higher high there?
Weekly demand where?
Because it took out the wiki level.
Which
that middle pin candle.
This one.
That one. Yeah.
This one over there.
Yeah.
We could have some reaction.
Did you take out that wiki candle?
It didn't take it out. No, didn't. By maybe
made a higher high, didn't it?
Let me see.
We can see it on the daily.
Yeah, but remember that this is a level on top of level. The weekly area of supplies is still in control, and this is no weekly supply demand. Okay, this is an area. Remember that this area didn't take out any area of demand, so this area cannot take out this area of supply.
No, but it broke the ascending
from the trend line. Yeah, but now it's over now, it's weak. I mean, yeah, it's true. You're right. So this area of supply broke the trend line. This one area broke supply. Broke the trend line is supply, weak supply, and all that. This is over already. Okay, and you are saying that this area is an area that caused the break of the
It's not a tradable area, but it could prevent us from taking a daily short.
So here, this area took out that area, but that area was, like I said before, this area was also part of this area. So this area didn't take out anything after all. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this one is tricky.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is tricky.
Yeah.
So you chose the date and the month, so you chose the trickiest one. So it looks like you chose the trickiest one. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but you did it. So
Good for learning purpose, I think.
so let's see what happens here, because now, okay, let's see one candle more or all that. There's a lot of. Let's see what happens, because I'm just
Maybe
curious to
just
see what
another
happens.
one.
Because I want, I want to see what happens with these areas. Because there is a supply over here. I just press on the weekly. I don't know why this is so slow. Look at that. See? Who cares about that? See? You just see two ERC candles and say, wow, this slightly made a higher high by 1 pip over there, but you don't want to see sometimes that this is the whole area and we are nested within the weekly, monthly area, and price has higher probabilities of dropping and dropping and dropping. Okay? So now we hit the weekly area of demand. Okay? It has been penetrated when we move it before. Okay, it was like that, more or less, and now has been hit. So now forget about shorting. Too late. That's the way it works.
Yep.
Okay. Hugh saying something. Now I can understand why Jan was so hesitant to take the daily short. So this is what you have to make. So by making this kind of thorough and deep analysis, because it was deep analysis, okay, you analyze every single candle and every single level and add odds of those levels. So as we could see, these levels over there, this level, this is nothing. Okay, this was nothing, this is nothing, and this is nothing, this is nothing, and now this is not good at all, and this is already compressed, and this is too low. Weekly in control. Oh, looks like a happy face there, and with wearing some glasses. He needs to clean the glasses. So this is you, no hair. Well, so I like that. I like painting. Lunette. So here.
I have no glasses.
So
I have no hair. You drew hair. That's not
well,
good.
maybe you are using some kind of treatment to have hair growing on your head. Nick is saying the robot is an artist. so well, this has to be funny, okay? So so now
Maybe someone else can take over now for
Yeah.
half an hour.
yeah, so let's do it like that. So let's make a 5-minute pause, and then we'll have like 15 minutes more. And maybe Nick wanted to try, so maybe we can continue this painting session. Okay. Okay, so we'll see you now. Well, in 5 minutes, okay, because it was being like 1 hour 14 minutes in a row. Okay, see you now.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry about that.
No problem.
But thank you for this. This was great.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, see you now. We're going to continue, okay? Jan, everybody was congratulating here your your performance, which is great. Remember all that we talk about, and also there was something I wanted to point out now that I see this wow long, okay, against the trend. Remember, against, not supported by our weekly area of demand, low odds, and against weekly wow short and weekly downtrend now and monthly supply and control. So these kind of wow longs are no high probability. Okay, it's not just okay. We see a wow long, we're gonna take it. No, I mean, there's many things that you have to take into account. Okay, it was hard, yes, Johan, but you made a great job. Hopefully this will work. It will help you. Okay, so now we're going to continue. So Nick will be the next one, and we're gonna have. I was thinking while I was drinking some water to do something here. Hugh, are you available there? As well, I guess you should be there. You were before. So let's do. And don't read me wrong here, okay? You two. I'm a Nashatra. So we'll do a. You two. Okay, you two will analyze together all this, and you will discuss between both of you, and I will be in the middle, okay? Like a sandwich. Will be the York, and you will be both sides of the sandwich. So let me connect to Nick. Enable Nick.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Nick.
Hi.
So
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay. And Hugh needs like 2 seconds to get mic recap. Okay, no problem. So he will be back here. Okay. Petra is asking something here. 3 boys going to do a sandwich. Oops. No problem. So Hugh should be back. Should be there soon. So you can start, Nick, and then Nick will join, and maybe he will add some kind of analysis or his view.
Could we start with clear charts? So I can just process it again.
I mean, but it's better. Right now we have just 10 minutes left.
Okay.
So
Could we
it's
get rid
better.
of the,
It's better.
retracement thing on the right.
On the one? This one.
Yeah, the retracement. I'll just.
Okay. Because
Like
now if
clean
we
chart.
try to load another chart and all that, it's gonna take a lot of time, and then we'll have.
No, I just meant delete the like rectangles and lines and stuff.
One
But-
sec. Okay. Hugh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Okay. Perfect. So yes, we can hear you. At least I can. So now
Yeah, I can.
you want me to get rid of the rectangles and all that? You mean?
Yeah, so we can do it like fresh.
But then we are not going to have time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, don't mind.
remember these levels are correct. This is levels correct. This level is correct.
Yeah.
All this is correct. So now what you have to do is to continue this analysis and tell me, you and Hugh, what we could be doing here. Okay?
Okay. You alright, Hugh?
How are you, Nick?
Right. First of all, let's start with the monthly. Do you see the ascending trend line that's been broken that wasn't drawn before previously?
Yeah. This one.
I'd just
Over
add that. Yeah, just for a bit of.
Something like that. Taking the high there, where if you don't take that low,
Yeah.
it's broken.
What about the second valley higher? Is it slightly higher?
This one?
No, the trend line.
This one over here. This one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a flip zone there. But it's already taken out, so there's nothing here on the left. Or you mean this one over here?
No, it was just for the sake of drawing a trend line. You know,
That's okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did it wrong. Something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a
So
wow
finish
short. Wow short on a monthly.
Yeah. But that wow short's not supported by high time frame, so we would need to wait for confirmation, which
Yeah,
we did.
which we
in the
did.
weekly. Hugh, would you agree the weekly's in the downtrend?
That's a really interesting point, and just to get clarity on it, you said that the monthly wow is not supported by a higher time frame.
Yeah.
But there's 2 questions I have on that, and they are questions. One, we don't have a higher time frame on the monthly chart, and that's the highest we use. And secondly, even if we did, let's say had another monthly zone, let's say it was a reaction to an original monthly zone, then we have to wait for confirmation anyway, because it's against the trend. So I don't really get that rule, to be honest.
I don't think that's an issue really. You just wait.
No, it's not. It's not an issue in this trade. But I'm just. We've said it a few times lately that a WOW trade must be supported by a higher time frame or different scenarios. But one of them being a higher time frame. But we don't have a higher time frame than the monthly.
Yeah.
So then is it not a case of with the trend or against the monthly trend?
You are not going to take the whole monthly area anyway, so you just wait for confirmation, and here you have the confirmation. This would have been a weekly short, but we were taking the dailies, we were discussing all that, so this is a valid short on the weekly. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's the confirmation, and here we had confirmation on the dailies, so there were plenty of trades on the daily down, and here we unluckily didn't have any trigger unless we used the 4-hour around these areas. And now the second question, or Nick, or the question that I asked Nick was a very interesting one, because recently there was a new addendum to the trend line and the trend rules, and this is especially that case. So, and he's asking, the question was, what, are we in a downtrend on the weekly?
Yes. Well, no.
Well, it's funny. That's a really great question because we have lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so we can draw a weekly trend line. However, we have not taken out.
Exactly.
Well,
that was the
we have not taken out weekly demand.
That was the addendum.
Take out at least one.
Yeah, that was the addendum to the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to take out one area of demand in order, or we have a descending trend line, which means that the bias is short and we are too high and all that, but no weekly area of demand has been taken out, so we don't consider it a downtrend. It's just
It's a correction.
corrections. That's all.
Yeah.
And we are now on a week, this is our monthly flip zone,
Yeah.
weekly area. So here we could have some rally from there.
Okay.
So this would be the correct way of putting all the rules together, trend lines, areas being removed or not removed, high in the curve, flip zone. I mean, this is like having all the scenarios possible at the same time.
Yeah. Now I know we're running short on time, so I want to put an interesting proposal to Nick. Okay. I'd like to place a short trade at the daily supply zone.
Which one?
Which is at the just above current price.
There's one over there.
Which is at the and I know it's against the rules. And the reason being is I think there'll be confluence there with the daily 20 EMA and maybe even the weekly 20 EMA. We have monthly supply and control. We have tested the zone already. We've closed below the weekly flip zone, and I just think it's worth a try. Just to make it interesting.
Yeah. Okay. You want to have some adrenaline.
I would strongly disagree with that, because
This
we are
looks
in a
like who is the Republican and who is the Democrat? I'm just asking.
We have to make this interesting.
Yeah.
We want the audience to stay at the end of the show.
This is a show after all.
I see, if I'm looking at the monthly right now, I see it reacting to that flip zone, and I think that weekly demand, we're going to get a bounce up, back up, up to these highs, and then we're going to short.
As per the rules of Hugh said it already. He said this. I know, and this is a very interesting point. Like he likes to say, or he likes to start his statements. He says always, "This is an interesting scenario, whatever." So this is also very interesting. You said exactly. I know this is against the rules.
Yeah.
So why do you take a trade against the rules?
Well, because I think there's enough valid reasons to justify it as an exception. I don't think it's against the tweaking of the rules.
Remember,
I'm also very interested to see what happens.
Remember
Would
one
I take
thing.
it live?
Remember one thing. Remember one thing. Monthly is up.
Yeah.
Weekly is not up anymore. It's up but not down. I mean, it's consolidating. Monthly up, weekly consolidating. Weekly valid area of demand in control. Weekly against daily, who wins? Normally weekly.
Daily.
Normally weekly.
Sorry, weekly. Absolutely, yeah.
So those are the questions you should ask yourself. And then now we play out the odds. You say, okay, no problem. I'm going to take that short. Okay, this is placed. This is your short. So you say this is you're gonna take that risk, okay? The daily 20 EMA and all that, which is fine. This is your trade. Nick says nothing. He disagree strongly with that because of where we are, flip zone, and all that.
Okay.
I also am with him. I'm gonna wait for a while long.
Trend line as well.
I will personally wait for a while
that,
long.
that weekly demand zone is quite weak. A great departure, absolutely, but quite weak. And we've taken out the low of that big bull bar. So I'm just interested to see.
Yeah, no problem. This is all playing odds, and remember
Alfonso,
also. So, tell me, sorry.
Alfonso, I hope that trade is a loser, because if it's not, we're definitely going to be confused.
Well, I don't know. So I don't know. Jan, I would say
an aggressive trend line as well.
Yeah, I would say that Jan would be the guilty one, the one here, because he shows the chart, the date, timing. So I have nothing to do here. So
okay.
No, but well,
okay.
So let's see. But as per the rules, this shouldn't be taken. It's also overextended a lot. This is, like I say, this is compressed. I mean, a lot of weeks. These weeks getting liquidity from this area, these ones from DCP. So CP. This is not a CP. This is a valley, as a peak. Sorry, a peak. So now this is what we have.
Okay.
Something like that. Still valid as per the trendline rules, but remember that the trendline rule on the daily is negated once we have one higher time frame area touched. So that low, this is daily area of supply, very low against weekly area of demand in control, and weekly still bullish. No area of demand taken out. So we'll see. So let me do something here, because I think this is going slow because of the objects sender and receiver. Okay, did you install the radio dot indicator here? Because I didn't see on your tests. So now much faster.
No.
Now it's incredible.
Okay.
This is much faster now.
Could have a while long.
Yeah. Now Hugh is like trembling. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the arrival into the level. Clean arrival on the weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at the reaction on the monthly.
Yeah.
Now out. So low probability. Okay, now
no, and I am believe it or not, I learned a lot from that, because sometimes, and everyone listening at the moment should appreciate what I'm going to say, that is what I would call a boredom trade, or an impulse trade, because we're fed up waiting. It's Thursday. We've had one trade already this week. We're pissed off. We feel we should be more active, so we end up taking a trade like that. So to me, that's the biggest learning point I've had this week, believe it or not. Even though I probably wouldn't have taken the trade live, but at the same time, it's very reinforcing to see the rules play out.
Yeah. Those are where the rules playing out, and Jan said that. Big applause for the rules now, and but it's what we've been doing for the last year, really. Yep. So, but it takes more than that in order to gain the confidence to play, to execute the rules and all that. So, like you said, you've been a whole week with just one trade or two trades or no trades, and then you see, okay, this is a valid one. I don't care if it's a weekly wow trade short on the monthly. I'm gonna take a short. Like, okay.
Yeah, and I think we as humans definitely are all prone to that weakness at times.
Yeah. So that's what we have to fight for, against, not for, against. So. Price overextended. We said already everything that was against. So this level, the odds of this level was very, very low. Okay, so daily against weekly, normally the weekly wins. But now you see price dropping like a rock. Okay, no problem. But one scenario, two scenarios, or more playing out doesn't mean that this is a rule. It's just this is just an exception, and we don't trade exceptions. We trade rules.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jan is asking what is the bias now. So any of you can ask, reply.
I'd go for that while long at the origin. I wouldn't do the one after the break of the trend line because of that long wick. You see that?
So you mean this one? That one?
No.
Or the
Because
lower one?
Sort of dodges. The low, yeah, the origin.
The one over there?
Yeah.
And you,
I'd
Hugh?
go for that. And
Well, I'd like to see one more candle, but I'd be more inclined to go for the one nearest current price, because I think the bulls are very much in control still. The bears haven't managed to take control at all. So based on the next candle, I'd be tempted to take a tighter zone in the daily.
Okay.
Right at, yeah, up a higher.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
down a bit. Yeah. There.
so you want to take that one?
Yeah, based on the next bar. If the next bar is bullish, I would. Yeah.
You want to take this
See, that's
level, or you want to take this wick as well,
No.
or what do you want to do? That the one, Ollie.
Yeah, the way you've drawn it. Yeah.
see, I was just thinking that that wick where it's gone down there
Yeah.
is trying to get
Yeah.
buyers from below. So I would actually put a trade in also on the.
My trade would be down here on
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
level. I don't care about this. This did nothing. So this level, as you can see here, let's analyze this 1 sec. Look at this. Price dropped from here, and where did it stop?
Yeah.
There. This long wick tried to get liquidity from there.
Mm-hmm.
Here, this level. Now, this is a level in control there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is no profit margin there, more from here. So this didn't take out anything. This is not taken out yet. But this one over there took out the one that Hugh had a loss at. So this obviously, if this was valid supply because Hugh took it, then this is valid demand because this level removed that one.
Yeah.
So by reading price, these also, let's see, I was before measuring where the level was, and this is placed is 87.80, 87, like in the middle of this bullish engulfing cap pattern reacting to this one. So to me, it is also nested inside the weekly area, not the weekly area demand because it's not demand yet, but it's a nice rally there. So my trade would be down there. I wouldn't care. This is not a good formation. Look at this one. We have long wicks. Forget about it. Remember this one on the weekly. Look, long wicks. Liquidity is higher, not here.
Yeah.
So liquidity is lower here or here. So I would definitely try this one. This one I would ignore it.
When you say liquidity, do you mean the majority of the buy orders?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
The majority of the buy orders are here, and the majority of the sell orders are there. So all these orders were filled. So the blank area is right at the top here.
Okay. Unfilled orders.
Unfilled orders.
Okay.
And the unfilled orders are now here as well. Here
Okay.
is not as high odds because this level is not taken out.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
what I would do. I would place a trade there, and unique
Yeah, I'd do the same, but also, would you do it at the origin? I was thinking
As
at
well.
the origin as well,
as well, both.
Yeah.
I would try both. So right now,
because one's good.
let me do this. Let me try this. Buy limit there, more or less, and then the stop loss right there, more or less, and then we're gonna place another one here. Buy limit, stop loss, lower. Oops, what did I do here? Take a profit. Okay, no
TP.
problem. And here you still want to take that one?
Yeah, well, let me give you my argument, and you can counter the argument then. Monthly, in a very clear uptrend, the bears were unable to get any traction or any control. So definitely, I see the bulls in control on the monthly. I see the bulls in control on the weekly. Okay, and then on the daily, I see a very good departure. Obviously, the bulls, from reading price now, we're either going to put in a new high in the monthly and test that zone deeper, or we're going to come up and test the weekly trend line. So to me, price is rallying in a correction phase, and I'd be very interested to see what happens at that most recent unusual demand zone on a daily. So yeah, I'd put in an order in there.
Okay, so let's play this order. This is Hugh order. Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe underneath that.
Just there. Yeah. Perfect.
There. So this is Hugh orders, and this is my order, my two orders together with Nick's order. So let's see. Let's play
Two
out.
against one. Two gurus against one gobshite. Okay.
And the bad thing about you, Hugh, is that you are Irish, so you have everything to lose. Irish in negotiations, always the Irish lose. So
yeah,
you've got a problem.
Okay.
So let's see. One candle consolidating away, which was needed in order to take that one. We forgot about that. Hugh is already there.
Yeah.
Look at
And
the
this,
weekly.
look at the weekly here. Not a way, not a way that high, but we'll see. Oops. His trade is
Don't
working.
like that gap up.
Retest it again.
Whoa.
Okay, made a higher high. So now this is Hugh's turn. What could you do here? Here.
Well, I could do two things. I could take profit slightly in profit and close the trade, or you see, we're playing off the 20 EMA there on the weekly. You see, we've just broken above it, and then we're stalling at it. Breakout, pullback. The monthly still looks reasonably attractive. I'd leave it go. Let it play out. See what happens.
Okay.
Can we draw the new trend line on the daily?
On the daily, we've got
Yeah.
we've got a new trend line.
'Cause I want. Right. Would you, if the daily was broken there, would you cancel that trade at the trend line break?
If it was broken before it came back in, probably. But did you press the next bar there, Nick? Yeah.
No,
Or
I didn't.
Time is flying.
Jan is asking here. Jan is asking here something. Hugh, could you do the same in live trading?
You see, part of this, Alfonso, is, and Jan, we can all procrastinate all day, every day, and not get any trades. And I definitely have been a victim of that. Now, this week I might have had about 7 trades, and which is most unusual. But I'm trying to become a trader. I mean, you don't learn unless you're taking trades. Yes, you can become a passive learner. So I learned a huge amount from the last lost trade I had 10 minutes ago. A huge amount. Because you have to be in the market testing, like putting your ego on the block as we are here, or in a live trade. So would I try that? Yes, I would try that trade, but in a very small size in live trading. Yes, I would.
Okay, perfect.
With very small size, because I see it. I see the price of losing is well worth it in order to learn.
Yeah, makes sense as well. Makes sense.
I would cancel number 3, by the way.
You could cancel number 3.
Yeah, because the trend line's been broken on the daily.
So the boat is sinking, and all crew is jumping into the water, and just only the captain is there. I'm holding both.
I thought that was the rule.
Why?
Because I thought if the trend line breaks, you only go to the origin.
Okay, yes, I want to go to the origin, but this is sitting within this weekly non-to-do-one yet. But look at the reaction for the flip zone. So I'm gonna take that one. I mean, like Hugh said here, he's gonna take that one because all those reasons. But I prefer to price to drop lower within this weekly area. Look at this last month low, which is 87.35. 87.35, right there, more or less. Here.
So is that a rule, or have I got that mistaken? That if the daily trend line breaks, you wait for the origin?
Yeah, you wait for the origin here, but we've got level on top of level. I'm willing to risk both. The origin is the higher odds, okay? But then I've got here, look at this confluence here, there, and right there as well with this wick there. Now the trend line, this weekly area, we could say like something like that, okay? Smaller. So this is like a bullish engulfing pattern with a weekly still bullish trend, okay? This is trend line is down, but not remove any area of demand, and this is a while long with a lot of room to reach the only areas we would be interested in, which is up here and up here at the top. This is not good, and this is not good. So we can have price to rally right there where a good sell might take profit. There, I don't want to go against this. I don't want to assume that now with all these wicks and this reaction, price is going to do like this. There's a lot of closes there and wicks getting liquidity from higher, so shorts from there could happen and retest this area. So right now, a lot of room to rally this very top area there. I'm not interested in this anymore. Both three patterns are tradable. This one, I believe the higher one, is got lower probability because of the long wick. So I would go for both of them. You can take full position or half position on each of them. So both of them united are full position. So, but here,
just a question. Sorry, can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Just on that, the demand zone the highest one. Okay, the way I look at that demand zone, even though the red bar, the big hammer, the bear bar,
this one,
that looks very unorthodox and it looks very weak. But the way I read that is, price rallied on the big blue bar, very strong bull bar. Okay, just before it. Then price pulled back down to the green line. Okay. You see that? Down, down, left again, no, this bar, yeah, take the blue bar, take the big bull bar.
This one.
Up, up, next one, there, yeah. So go to the origin of that bar. Price rallied really strongly up to the top. Then price pulled right back down, almost to the low of the bull bar. So if you bring your cursor down, yeah. Now from there, price rallied. Right, so it dropped down there first, but the latest movement was it rallied. It rallied right up to top and close. So it rallied. So I'd see that, but even though it's a pin bar, I view that as a bull move.
Yeah, it's definitely a bull move because it's going up. But you also have to. I can tell you, and you know that by experience, and Nick and many others. You read price and it's like reading the Bible. You will interpret what you want to interpret. Okay? So here you say, hey, of course there's a bull action there. Sure, of course. There is demand here, otherwise it wouldn't rally. It would drop. So the thing is that we will see many levels like this, and there are rules for how wiki or not wiki the areas are. They are lower probability. This is telling also that the liquidity was there and the buyers, the emotional buyers, were so impatient to take a trade. They didn't even expect lower. They just were trading that high, okay, that low. So you can interpret it like that. So which of both are valid ones? Both could be valid. Both those of those interpretations. So if we are bound to have different interpretations, then we've got a problem. Because both levels could be valid, and even more is that where more levels are available. So we have one rule that says if the trade, if the base is wiki, then it means that it's trying to get liquidity, buy orders, and fill buy orders from lower. So I am not going to take this level. I'm going to wait for lower. So
the case for the upper trade is now very weak because initially the demand.
See here. What happened here? Look at this horizontal line. Supply area, okay, here, control. Now no close above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 days, and it couldn't close above this area, and you are long here. This looks like very, very weak now.
It does. It looks weak, and also it's a second test and a lower. It's a lower low into the second test. So yeah, I can see it's weak. But however, that daily supply zone should not in any way affect us. That is controlling price, because we're in a monthly uptrend, weekly demand in control. Therefore, it put in a higher high. We don't care about that weekly supply zone. It doesn't matter.
But let me tell you something here. if you were to score this level, you and Nick, okay, and it would this level be would have higher score or lower score, and would this one higher or lower?
Lower one, higher.
Lower one,
higher, yeah.
Higher,
and
higher,
higher, yeah.
And higher.
And then no, lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
So this one lower. So, but now analyze one more thing.
Oh no,
here.
sorry.
Here.
I completely mixed that up. It's supposed to be opposite way around.
So here, what is the formation of this level? Is this level the formation of this level is better than this level, or not?
Yeah, top one is stronger.
So this one is.
They're
stronger.
both weak. They're both weak, but the top one is stronger.
This one is stronger. So I want this level to be taken out.
Yeah.
Or trade lower, where I have a better formation. So this level here has a better formation. This one has better formation than this one. So this one I don't take, and this one I will not go against it that high on a bad formation level, bad form level against a well formed level. So that tells me, by doing that logical analysis, that this level, even though this is not good, okay, I don't want to trade a bad form level against a well formed level. This one is a well formed level. This one is a well formed level, but we are bouncing from weekly area of supply demand, sorry, and we have a lot of room. So I want to buy here if this is taken out. I want to buy here, not caring if this is not taken out.
Yeah, you see, the other side with that trade, and this is where the patience really is tested. Right now we're diddling in the middle on that top trade, and effectively we're in a consolidation pattern on the weekly, and you could say the monthly. So it is a low risk. We should be trading at the extremes and using our patience to trade at the extremes. I can understand that, but this is where, we're 2 hours here now, and we're already itching to see a bit of action. And same in live trading, and that's our big challenge.
Yeah, this webinar is a little bit long, but I believe this is a very good webinar. A lot of things covered. So I'm also very hesitant to see what's going on here, what's going to happen. So let's proceed and see what happens with this trade and these lower two trades.
Well, first of all, Alfonso, I would have deleted that one at the trendline break in live trading, so we might as well delete it now, so because I wouldn't have taken it, would I? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that one, yeah.
Okay, so
because we're going to be honest with ourselves.
So this one, as you can see now here, it has already dropped and removed that entry, and almost gone out low. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah.
Now it rallies.
Gap up again.
Now it made a higher high. So what do we do here?
Adjust the trend line.
Adjust the trend line, like we said.
This is real trading range activity going on here now. Real messy. In the middle, not much happening.
Couldn't close above previous high.
Same thing. We are in a very similar scenario now. As you can see, when you take levels like I posted an Aussie level incorrectly because I think I moved the level by mistake. I didn't cover the high.
Right.
So look at that. If you had taken that level, okay, or maybe there was a level on the 4 hour down there, and then you take the 4 hour. Let's see on the 4 hour. There it is. Look at the proximal line on the 4 hour.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then retested it, and then rallied, and then it was not valid anymore because it was retesting and all that. And the supply area on the daily was in control, so 4 hour against daily, not good. Drop at the distal line, and look at that. Okay, so
plus the trend line. Yeah.
So when you have a week like here on the weekly, look what we had on the daily. At the top of the weeks, we had this area over here, up there. So when you look at the week, the anatomy of the week, normally there will be a lower time frame at the origin. So don't take the proximal line. Wait for a retracement into the week, because there will be a lower time frame area there. Okay.
Yeah.
So now now the daily area is not yet taken out. So what do we do here?
I see Nick's lower trade as higher probability now, because I see your trade, Alfonso, as probably going against the trend line and diddling in the middle a little. I think at this stage we should wait for the extreme if we want to go long, or else let it go to the top and go short.
So let's see what happens here. Nick, you? What about you?
Is there a 4-hour confirmation trade on Hughes level?
Well, it couldn't remove. I couldn't break higher. So this is a bullish engulfing pattern retested. Look at that, retested on departure, and it couldn't break higher. So no trade for me.
Yeah, so I'd just stick with the origin, or higher, obviously, like Hugh said.
Now taken out, and it looks like that is the way to go. Now it's rallying and rallying and rallying. So here I did it very fast, I believe. I did it very, very fast. So now, look at that. Yeah, I was very fast with this. This is what.
It's quite high though, that trading.
Yeah, look at that. This was the area. Tested, 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 tested. Now broken, and I did it very, very fast, and we missed that level. That is the level. Almost here. That one.
But you couldn't. You oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It was the one that caused the break. It was at the moment. Now it is like, yeah, it is 2-1 now. So this one, the area that he wanted to take, was finally the one that held. My long and Nick's long, well, he canceled later, was full sort of being triggered by 10-12 pips. So if you would have taken the level, covered the level as he should, then he would still be in that trade. Okay,
it wouldn't have been 2-1 and all that, but still, I know what you're saying. The 4-hour level at the base was the way to go, if you were going to take that level, which was high risk anyway.
Yeah. So yes, 1-2-1. Jan mentioned it. Jan mentioned it as well. But look where we are now, reacting from a lot of room, and there is no level above. So these are the occasions where you can say, I'm gonna take a risk. I was a little bit more conservative, and I fell short of having a trade triggered. Pity. But well, sometimes it happens like that. So here now we've got another daily area that could be rallying and all that. So let's see. Let's finish for today. But before finishing, I'm gonna run a little bit faster to see what happens up there, because I'm curious if this area over there is retested where we were talking at the unfilled orders. So these areas over here. Because remember, this area over there. That could be.
Sorry, Alfonso. Just to make this interesting, before you click the next button, what do you predict based on the price action you see now?
Well, what I think could happen is this: is that price will normally this is what happens here. So here we have. Let me use the.
Sorry, Alfonso, if I can come in there. Sorry, because this is teach the trainer. You're not allowed to think.
Okay, so I think price, if this could something like that, and then from here, then price drops. And then from here it will drop down here. Okay, this is already tested almost fully, and then from here it could drop down here. This is what I think could happen. So I would be looking to go long on the daily areas until we are very close to here. No more longs, and short. It could even. If aggressively, I would take a short up there, right at the origin of the level. Aggressively. Otherwise, while short on the daily, trying to take take the short. But this is what I think could happen. And this area would be is negated already, like I said, negated. And this area now with the weekly confluence and the unfilled order at the top, we remember we were not. I'm just summing up what we mentioned before. This is not good. Okay.
Why wouldn't you take the lower CP supply zone on the weekly? It's fresh.
Which one? This one?
On the weekly. on the weekly.
1 sec. Which one?
The one that, yeah, this one, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let me because because of this. I mean, this one area
Yeah.
confluence with the trend line, okay, but it didn't do anything. It was not the one that caused the break of the trend line. The one that caused the break of the trend line is this one. This one did nothing, dropped, and then weekly area of demand in control. So to me,
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
and we analyzed also before. We did analyze the dailies, and we said that that proximal line 92.23, okay, is around here, and we said before very clearly that this is not, and we don't want this.
Okay.
This is a reaction to all this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Perfect.
is why I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in that one aggressively, or confirmation while short, like that.
I noticed, Alfonso, I know this session is dragging on, but it's good. I noticed that you've often said, if I'm trading the daily or if I'm trading the weekly time frame, I don't dial down and look inside the level. But there's a lot of value. For example, even in the trade that I took that I was stopped out on the last one because of the wick, there's a lot of value in dialing down to the 4 hour, because I wouldn't have taken the level at the proximal line because it was tested already multiple times on the 4 hour. So the way that you're looking at that weekly zone now on the daily tells you to wait for the extreme.
Yeah, because we are trading also. If you were trading on the weekly exclusively, I mean, like this, not daily, and if you see that, I would take the same decision, because we already said that this area did not remove anything, and this is the area that caused the break. So the origin is here and not here. If and only if this would have made a lower low, then yes.
Okay.
But it happens that that didn't happen. So
but that area is used up now on the weekly because the sellers have come back twice to get their orders.
Yeah, so the sellers are up there.
Okay.
And not there. This is seems complex. It is complex, I believe, but it is just reading price action very, very deeply, combining it with supply and demand imbalances.
Yeah.
So this is what I think could happen, and aggressively I could take a short. Let's play a short there because of that. Okay, monthly supply area in control, and this is the origin. I would add a little bit more wiggle room.
Okay.
This will be something like that.
Perfect.
And on the way up, I would still buy here.
Okay.
And obviously, now the ones that we the trades that we have at the bottom, which are number, I don't know, this one is number 3 and 4 out.
Yeah.
3 and 4 out. I'm not interested in that anymore, because this is already at the beginning, yes, but if this area of supply up there gains control, this is too late already.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Crazy, but then I'm going too fast.
Sorry,
because I'm interested. I'm interested in the. To see what's going on, and then I'm missing the levels. So
I saw that. Yeah.
Crazy,
okay.
crazy. I'm going to. But well, I'm interested now, since the session is taking a lot of time. Some people will complain because they will say that the webinars are too long. But well, I believe this is a great way to learn. So this is again here. You see another level there, not 2 to 1, and now that level there retested again. So here, what's going on here? Then the weekly there gains control. Okay.
Would you still leave your order in place there just below current price to go along?
No, I mean now here we have something here. 1 sec. Trend line here updated. CP rally there. So this is already. This is not. Well, it's faster to delete the trend line sometimes.
Yeah.
Out. Okay.
Perfect.
So this trade is not valid anymore. Number 7. No. Delete pending order. Out. That trade is out. Tested. Probably price will drop a little bit lower into this weekly area and then rally it again. But let's see what happens here on the weekly, and we'll finish. Because I'm curious. That worked after all. And now there is something interesting happening here. Gap up. That's
exhaustion.
Good. That's good for the shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good for the shorts. Now I'm going fast.
Can I just explain?
So look at
something
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, 1 sec.
Alfonso, as the reason why there's a gap up.
Tell me.
I was reading this lately, and it's just it sometimes it's hard to, and it was hard for me to understand until I read this. The reason why it gaps up is because the bulls feel price is going to go higher up into that extreme demand supply zone that you had selected, so they stop buying. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, they stop selling. They will not take their profits until price goes higher. The bears also believe that price is going to test that top zone, so they stop shorting. So there's a vacuum, and price is literally vacuumed right up into that. So that's why you get that gap, because there are no sellers in that gap.
Makes sense.
And then suddenly, out of nowhere, all these sellers appear on both sides. You have the bulls taking profits, and you have the bears getting in short.
Yeah, makes sense. Complete sense.
Yeah.
So to wrap up the session, we did it very, very fast. As you can see, this finally.
Keep going there. Give us the weekly bars there, Alfonso, till we see how you do.
Sorry, to give us.
If you press the weekly bars, we can see how you do on that trade.
So let's see, weekly bar. Next one.
Oh, very good.
Look at that.
Very good.
So that was a wow. I mean, this was a very aggressive trade. Finally worked, but then we said aggressive trading and or weekly and or daily wow short. Both of them happened. If you are not an aggressive trader, then this is the entry, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is, the entry. Okay? So this is the entry. This is your entry. This is aggressive entry. This is confirmation entry. Both work. Sometimes it will drop like that and then no wow short. But that decision you have to make. I mean, it's difficult sometimes. So
do we have a new D1 CP as well there?
Which one? This one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one could work as well. Look at that and look at the imbalance. So now I'm just curious to see what happened to this area, because I think this is going to be removed like butter. But because the flip zone is already tested and price will probably drop lower. So let me move forward. See, CP work. The one that pointed out Nick. One sec. Let me draw it. So like that. This is the one that pointed. But we are not taking trades now because we want just to end.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Very good.
Whoa.
Look at that. Tested. It couldn't break higher above the supply area in control. So this is tested. This is not good anymore, as we predicted. So we had one trade aggressive, two trades, second trade confirmation, third trade on the way down CP that removed all these areas over here.
Alfonso, can you just blow up the weekly chart, please? Because that's the most interesting. And because even though the monthly gave us, put us on high alert, the weekly, the fact that it came up to the extreme on the weekly is very interesting. There would have been, that was definitely a bull trap. Would have been a lot of people stopped out there on that low, on that first, a lot of people would have been stopped out there.
Yeah, but
to understand that,
to understand that, you need to analyze price action very, very deeply.
Yes.
Like as we said before, this is not good. The only one that we had fresh and original was that one, and all this As you can see, this was the weekly area, was a retest of all these areas over here. So look at that. CP, the area was this. CP, 1 retest, 2 retest, 3 retest, and on the 4th retest it didn't hold. And then it was a bull trap. Bull trap with a retailer gap up, and all the reasons that you explained. And price
yeah,
dropped.
And your confirmation short there on the WOW was fantastic because it actually took out a demand zone.
Exactly, even more. So this is not like Pedro said here, something like, Alfonso, you are a king. Well, I'm not a king. I mean, this is the rules. I mean, this is nothing else. I mean, I'm not doing better or worse than anybody. This is the rules. We just apply the rules. You are not sure about that area. We analyze price action in detail, which that takes time, obviously. Then, okay, I'm gonna wait. Wait, how do we wait? Confirmation. What kind of confirmation do we have? Wow, short on the daily, on a higher time frame like the monthly and the weekly. That happened. Then we take it.
Yeah, would you have taken that trade on confirmation?
Yes.
Or set and forget?
Confirmation.
Just another small thing there, Alfonso. You see the professional gap immediately after the novice gap. Come down, you see the...
On the daily, you mean?
Yeah, the daily.
Yeah, here the
gap down. No.
Yeah, gap down, professional gap.
Yes, yeah, that's professional gap.
Then.
And that's the novice gap on top.
Yeah.
And that professional gap actually is a great indication that price is going to go lower.
Yeah. So, and you can see here on the now I said before, this is a very powerful pattern when it happens on the monthly. This is a previous strategy I was trading, and this would have I call it the distribution. How do you call it? I had an indicator that does that, which is called accumulation distribution indicator, and I will show you here that there was potential areas to short. But now, since I have supply and demand, I don't really need that because I see it here on price action. So this is it. I mean, I think we cover. I think that we cover all of the rules in this session. I think. Very difficult situation sometimes, but we managed to do it properly, I believe. Okay, so I think this is all for today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys, for everything.
Cheers.
And have a great day and have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks to Jan and both of you and everybody that attended the webinar. Okay. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.